In another blow to the chances of global recovery, the Chinese economy showed signs of weakening today. Both imports and exports are down, mainly because of less trade with Europe and the United States. And China is suffering its own credit crunch. The state is limiting lending to hold down inflation. That is forcing businesses to turn to illegal shadow banks, as they call them. But their sky-high rates of interest are more than most can afford. Our China correspondent Angus Walker reports from Wenzhou in southern China, where 1 in 5 firms has gone bust.
If you need a lot of money in China, it doesn't take long to find it. Welcome to one of China's shadow banks.
Thank you.
Within minutes, we're offered the equivalent of £100,000.
What would the interest rate be if we could come onto the property? 40% a month.
40% a month. Eye-watering interest, and yet Chinese businesses are now borrowing more money each month from shadow banks than from official state-run lenders. There's no choice. To stamp out inflation, the big banks have cut down on lending 6 times this year. It's China's credit crunch. The boss of this factory is now on the run, being chased by death threats from loan sharks. The dark side of shadow banking is causing China's crisis. A rise in wages, a drop in orders, and firms find they can't pay the shadow bank's high interest. The government is now bailing out what's left of this company.
If the factories aren't given money, by the end of the year, all these companies will collapse, one by one, like dominoes.
When economists call China the factory floor of the world, this isn't what they have in mind. The largest spectacles factory in this huge country, silent. Not a worker to be seen. At a time when the UK's fragile growth relies on China's economic engine to generate demand for British goods and supply us with cheap products. What's happening in Wenzhou is beginning to worry the world. 1 in 5 businesses in this city have gone bust. This was by far the biggest. Dangerous cracks are appearing in the foundations of China's economy. Angus Walker, ITV News, Wenzhou.